by myself sitting in the bus and thinking, what have you done? Freaked out, you know, started to freak out, and my legs literally like shaking. It's very crazy. I, you know, didn't cry, but I was freaking out. And then in that 30 minutes, everything was decided. You know, I told myself, hey, listen, you know, get over it. And you grew up in an orphanage, and think America is a huge orphanage, and just you're in it now, and figure it out like you did it in Turkey. And he was in charge of ballet part in the conservatory, and you know, he was in the orphanage to donate. I don't know what he was donating, either money or clothing or whatever it was, but then he saw a whole bunch of boys running around and doing nothing. So he thought to himself that, hey, look, you know, ballet world needs boy dancers, male, and I can't take a whole bunch of boys from here, try to pursue them with their future, and it will give them a future, and it will be, they will stay out of trouble. And I get my paper back to the embassy, and the embassy time, the same guy, he told me, fine, you got your I-20, but did you learn English in a few days? And then I told him, well, I was smiling, you know, with like this, and I said, well, you're supposed to look at the second page. But this was translated. So I told her, and I said, hey, listen, they told me to tell him that he needs to look at the second page in the middle, in the information about the requirements. So he looked, and he looked at me, and he smiled, and he said something, and I think he was like some son of a gun or something like that, you know, and he knew that he couldn't say anything. So apparently over time, and I figured out that that little requirement was saying that ballet is an international language, and he doesn't need to speak English to come and study. My past is for me, it's very interesting, and it has sadness, it has happiness, it has fate, it has luck, it has everything. And I try to teach the kids that, hey, listen, you know, it's a war out there, and you just have to, you know, fight it with the peace, you know. And what I realized, you know, over the years, that this country is amazing, and I became American citizen. Of course, I have dual citizenship, and I always tell people, you know, yes, I'm Turkish, yes, I'm from Turkey, but I was made in America.